Hello friends, welcome to chemistry lecture paper 3 classical methods of analysis. In my last lecture we have seen titration of strong acid versus weak base. Now we are going to see titration of weak acid versus strong base. Here we will consider the very common example of weak acid as acetic acid and strong base as NaOH. So we can write the reaction as CH3COOH plus, I'll write in ionic form NaOH as Na plus OH minus will give you CH3COO minus plus Na plus H2O. Try to understand, it is a neutralization reaction where acid is neutralized by the base to give salt. CH3COO-Na is sodium salt of acetic acid, that is sodium acetate, and we get water over here. Now see, at the beginning of the titration, here there will be only acetic acid. So we can calculate the pH . Only acetic acid will be there. So we can calculate the pH using dissociation constant and concentration, that is Ka and C. Now as the titration proceeds, the concentration of acid will go on decreasing and the concentration of salt will go on increasing. So a buffer system will be set up. So, in case of buffer system, we are going to use Henderson's equation, pH is equal to pKa plus log salt by concentration of salt by base. Now, one thing should be clear, that strong base are never pipetted out. So, whenever you are using base in a titration, it will be titrant only and the other thing will be analyte. So, here you can say NaOH will be your titrant whereas acetic acid will be your analyte. So, in layman term, I will be saying you will pipette out acetic acid, that is in conical flask you will take acetic acid and NaOH will be taken in the burette. Now see, the buffer, when in between the buffer system is set up, you can calculate the pH this way. Now see, at equivalence point, where only sodium acetate, that is salt, is there, we can calculate the pH using sea salt, that is concentration of salt. But here we are going to use hydrolysis constant, that is KH. And after the equivalence point, we can always calculate the pH using excess hydroxyl ions. And see, from this excess hydroxyl ion, concentration of COH minus you will get. From that you can calculate POH and from that you can calculate pH, which is equal to 14 minus POH. So this was the blueprint how we are going to calculate. Now exactly we will calculate the pH at different stages. Now see, consider titration of 10 cm cube of acetic acid, 10 cm cube of 0.1 molar acetic acid with 0.1 molar NaOH. So as we did last time, here also we are going to do the same thing. We will write the added amount of NaOH and we will write the pH. Now first case will be in the beginning. Now here in the beginning we have only acetic acid CH3COOH, which will dissociate to give you CH3COO minus plus H plus. Now please try to understand, this is an equilibrium and the dissociation is very slow over here. That is, this acid dissociates, but it dissociates very feebly. Now Ka for this reaction will be given by concentration of CH3COO minus into concentration of H plus divided by concentration of CH3COOH. Now see, initial concentration of CH3COOH is 1. Your degree of dissociation is alpha, so alpha here, alpha here. Now after certain time this will become 1 minus alpha. This will be alpha and this will be alpha. So seeing at the concentration, CH3COOH will be what? 1 minus alpha into C. Then CH3COO minus will have alpha C and H plus will be also alpha C. So putting in this Ka equation, Ka will be equal to alpha C into alpha C upon 1 minus alpha into C. So this will come out to be alpha square C square upon 1 minus alpha into C. Now see, you can cancel this CC. Alpha is much less than 1. So 1 minus alpha will be equivalent to, you can say, 1. So Ka comes out to be alpha square C. So now we can calculate the value of alpha. So alpha square will be equal to Ka by C. So alpha will be equal to under root Ka by C. Alright. Now please try to understand that H plus is equal to nothing but alpha C. So H plus concentration is equal to alpha C. So here we can take as alpha as under root Ka. Under root Ka by C. Now see, try to understand this. This is outside your under root. So it is C. When I will take it inside, it will be C square. So H plus will be equal to under root of Ka into C square divided by C. This C will get cancelled. So H plus will be equal to Ka under root of Ka into C. Now see, for weak acid, we have Ka is equal to 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. Alright, and here the concentration we know it is 0.1 molar. So H plus will be equal to under root of 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5 into 0.1, that is 10 raised to minus 1. So H plus will be equal to somewhere 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 6. So we can take it out directly, and under root of 1.8 we need to see, which is equal to 1.342. Now we know that pH is equal to negative log to the base 10 H plus ion. So negative log to the base 10, 1.342 into 10 raised to minus 3, which comes out to be 2.87. Alright. So when 0.0 cm cube of NaOH is added, the pH is 2.87. This is the first stage. Now we will calculate when 2 cm cube of NaOH is added. What will happen now? 2 cm cube of acetic acid will be neutralized and 8 cm cube will remain. So 2 cm cube of acetic acid will be neutralized to give you sodium acetate. So 2 cm cube of sodium acetate will be formed, and 8 cm cube of acetic acid will remain. Now see here, as we did in previous case, concentration of salt will be, total volume here will be 12. So concentration of salt will be calculated as 2 into 0.1, that is the concentration, upon 12. Alright. And acid concentration you can calculate as 8 into 0.1 divided by 12. So now using the equation pH is equal to pKa plus log salt by acid, we can calculate the pH. Now see, Ka is equal to 1.8 into this, so pKa is nothing but negative log of 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5, which comes out to be 4.74. In each and every time we are going to use the same thing. So 4.74 is the value over here. Now please try to understand salt by acid. This 2 will get cancelled, so it will be log 2 by 8. So log 2 by 8, if you consider, it is 0.6020. So your answer comes out to be 4.14. So when you add 2 cm cube, the pH will be 4.14. Now suppose if we add third stage, see, suppose we add 5 cm cube of NaOH, then 5 cm cube of CH3CONa will be formed and 5 cm cube of acid will remain. Total volume will be 15. So now salt concentration will be equal to 5 into 0.1 divided by 15. Acid concentration will be equal to 5 into 0.1 divided by 15. So now see, salt by acid will be equal to 1. And log 1 is 0. So pH will be equal to pKa. Now we know pK is 4.74, so pH will be equal to 4.74. Please try to understand the pH is continuously increasing. Now in the next stage, in the vicinity of end point, we will add 9.9 cm cube of NaOH. So 9.9 cm cube of sodium acetate will be formed, and 0.1 cm cube of acetic acid will remain unneutralized. So we can say that salt total volume will be 19.9. So salt concentration will be equal to 9.9 into 0.1 divided by 19.9, and acid concentration will be 0.1 into 0.1 divided by 19.9. So your salt concentration comes out to be 9.9, and here it is 0.1. So pH is equal to pKa plus log salt by acid. So pH will be equal to 4.74 plus log 9.9 divided by 0.1. So it comes out to be 1.995. So pH will be equal to 6.74. So when you add 9.9, pH will be equal to 6.74. Now see, at equivalence point, that is when 10 cm cube of NaOH is added. Now here the whole acid will be neutralized and only existence of sodium acetate, that is the salt, will be there, and so concentration of salt can be calculated as, now here total volume will become 20. So sea salt can be calculated as 10 into 0.1 divided by 20, so it comes out to be 0.05 molar. Now see, pH cannot be calculated from this directly because sodium acetate will undergo hydrolysis. Now here we have to consider the hydrolysis of sodium acetate. Now hydrolysis reaction for sodium acetate is CH3COO Na plus H2O will give you CH3COOH plus NaOH, and CH3COO minus plus H2O will give you CH3COOH plus OH minus. Now see, KH here will be equal to CH3COOH into OH minus upon CH3COO minus. Now here there exists two equilibria. First one is the dissociation of weak acid, that is CH3COOH will give you CH3COO minus plus H plus. So Ka will be equal to CH3COO minus into H plus upon CH3COOH. And other equilibrium is dissociation of water. That is H2O will give you H plus plus OH minus. So here we can write Kw is equal to H plus into OH minus, or H plus will be equal to here then Kw upon OH minus. Alright, now see, suppose this is equation 2 and this is 1. So 2 by 1 will give you what? Kw by Ka. Is equal to, Kw is what? H plus into OH minus upon CH3COO minus into H plus here into CH3COOH. So this H plus will get cancelled. Kw is equal to Ka. Kw upon Ka will be equal to CH3COOH into OH minus upon CH3COO minus, which is nothing but equal to KH. So if H is the degree of hydrolysis and C is the concentration, then KH will be equal to HC into HC upon 1 minus H into C. So once again you will get KH is equal to H square C, because C 1 minus H is much less than 1. So sorry, I'll do it. So KH will be equal to H square C square upon 1 minus H into C. This C will get cancelled. KH will be equal to H square C, since 1 minus H will be equivalent to 1, because H is much smaller than 1. Now see, if we wish to find H square, it will be equal to KH by C, and H will be equal to under root of KH by C. Now OH minus ion will be equal to HC. So we can write as KH into C square upon C. So this will get cancelled. So OH minus will be equal to under root KHC. Now see, KH, we have found out KH will be equal to what? Kw by Ka. So now see, yes, KH is equal to Kw by Ka. And please try to understand, OH minus will be equal to Kw by Ka into C, and H plus is equal to, we have written here, Kw by OH. So it will be equal to Kw upon under root of Kw upon Ka into C. So now H plus will be equal to under root of Kw into Ka upon C. Now taking log and simplifying. pH will be equal to half because of under root pKw plus pKa plus log C. So pKa, we know that it is 4.74, half into 4.74, sorry, first half into 14 because pKw is 14, then half into 4.74, then log of plus half into log of 0.05. So it comes out to be 8.72. So at equivalence point the pH is 8.72. Now suppose in the next step when we add say 10.1 cm cube of NaOH. Point 1 cm cube of NaOH will remain, and total volume will be 20.1. So OH minus ion concentration will be equal to 0.1 into 0.1 divided by 20.1. So it comes out to be 4.975 into 10 raised to minus 4. So POH is negative log of OH minus, so negative log of 4.975 into 10 raised to minus 4, which comes out to be 3.303. So pH will be equal to 14 minus POH. So it will be equal to 14 minus 3.303. It comes out to be 10.697, that is equivalent to 10.7. So when we add 10.1, it will be 10.7. Now when 11 cm cube of NaOH is added, one cm cube of NaOH will remain. So concentration of OH minus will be equal to 1 into 0.1 divided by total volume is 21. So now it comes out to be 4.76 into 10 raised to minus 3, and POH comes out to be 2.322. So pH will be equal to 11.678, which is equivalent to 11.68. Now see, we have tabulated this. Now we need to draw the graph of it, pH versus volume of titrant added. So pH versus volume of titrant added, the graph would be somewhere of this kind. So the equivalence point here is near, you can say pH is 8.7, hence we need to use an indicator in basic range. So phenolphthalein or thymol blue can be used as an indicator in this titration, and so these are the indicators which could be used, and this ends the titration of weak acid versus strong base. Apart from that, this also ends one of the classical method that is titrimetry. Now in our next lecture we will see gravimetry. Thank you.